Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with my review of the SWAT Megazord from Power Rangers SPD, the final Megazord of the series, which corresponds with their power-ups. So let's go ahead and jump right in to take a quick look at the individual Zords. I guess we'll start with the girls' ones, which are the smaller little ones. They're going to become the feet. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the designs of these individually overall. I think the Megazord in general has some really cool stuff, but in terms of just the flyers, I think they're pretty generic. Quality-wise, they're pretty solid. Like, the paint job on all of these looks pretty good. I appreciate they have the little full-on light sirens and stuff like that. Kind of got a thruster look back there. But yeah, just overall, I kind of dig the Delta Squad Megazord more. That was a weird accent. I just kind of like the stylized look of those, excuse me. And these just kind of seem generic in comparison. And then in particular, ones like this, like Green's is like a flying brick. I'm just not a huge fan of it. It's a pretty ugly looking little Zord for me personally. It can roll, all these can roll, it's very exciting. It's the best feature in all Zords of all time. Here's Blues, which is probably my favorite. I think it looks pretty neat. These are the gun weapons for the Megazord, which you can just store here. I'm going to go ahead and take them off for now, but you can store them there. This one probably looks the coolest because it's like a flying punch machine, because you got like the fists here, which I don't believe twist around. But I don't know, just the look of it, like the angular look and the flight look, just probably looks the coolest out of all of them. For me, and you do have little wheels down here which are going to fold up as part of transformation and stuff like that. You got Reds here, which does have electronics in it, which his looks okay. It's kind of kibbly with all this stuff like that. And he does have wheels as well, which I always forget to fold out. And there's a little on-off switch here, and turn it on, and you get the little lights, and it's got a couple different sounds in this mode. You got the sirens there, you can see the lights appear up here. And they're also there because it's going to, kind of like the Delta Squad Megazord, it can continue it throughout it. And it's also got like some clashing noises. So like when you hit it, or like when you're transforming it, of course it didn't do it now, but sometimes when you hit it hard enough when you transform this part, it'll actually make those noises. It doesn't show it now, but like when I was, doing prep for it, when I pop that in, there you go, see, there you go. It's almost like it's, transforming noise. But yeah, so that's that for now, unless some random sounds happen when I'm transforming it. So let's go ahead and we'll transform it. I'm going to do the blaster mode first. One of the things that makes this Megazord so unique is, in addition to just becoming a Megazord, these guys actually all become one giant blaster. So to do that, we already folded up the little wheels, fold the wings up here, and then fold these pieces out here. They're going to... No sirens. That's going to be annoying. Fold these out. And then take Blues here and fold this like that, and I'm going to push those in because it makes it a little bit easier. And it kind of looks like a little pistol, which totally makes sense. Make sure all these are folded in so they don't get in your way. Folded in and away. And then take this piece and we're going to snap it on there. And then Green, that's just going to get annoying. It's going to go here. It's got the same style ports pretty much as the Delta Megazord. I'm going to fold these down. Spoiler alert. Fold these away as well. I don't think he has any landing equipment or anything like that. And now for these, you're going to flip them around. Whoops. There you go. Flip them around so they're going to become like blasters. So, and actually these are pretty interesting. Instead of just having a full-on like peg joint, you snap them in and then twist. I believe this might be the wrong foot. Is it going to be the right foot? Yes. Okay, so just go like that. So that's kind of interesting. It's not really something I've seen in a while, at least. Usually now it's Zord Builder or for Power Rangers and for various like kind of generic Sentai pegs, but back then you did have this kind of interesting little lock system. So there's the blaster weapon. It's kind of the size almost of, I feel like there's something off about it. There probably is because I'm an idiot, but whatever. It's kind of like the size of a generic, kids PR weapon, which works just fine. It's sort of in scale with the way you would use it. Like you could put it in front of the Delta command Megazord and it would be like at his crotch. So it's not quite like what it would be in the show for blasting and stuff. But you can press the trigger weapon here and as you saw, you got blaster noises. And I don't know if you can tell because it's actually pretty bright in here, but the lights continuing are down here. And something else you can do also is take these and you can actually make a little stand. So snap them together, and then at the bottom here, get these out of the way, there's little pegs and you can snap these in, and I'm just kind of resting it there, but you can kind of have it on display like that. So that's pretty neat. It's a cool way of doing things. Alright, so now for Megazord mode, it's pretty simple. We're just going to be taking this piece off. There's a little like trigger here you just pull down so you can detach this, which it's very inconspicuous, which in a way is really nice because you don't have anything sticking out and interfering with it, but it's kind of hard to find just because it blends in so well. So now turn the feet around so they're facing you in a feet-like manner. That's a technical term. And now these are going to become the arms, so just separate them here completely, and then just snap them onto the side here, and you get transformation-like noises. And then this part is super easy. Let me pan up a little bit. Fold this back, and you'll get transformation noises, which is cool. And then press the nose of this up. Hold your horses, man. And then this will spin around. And there's a little antenna here you're going to want to push up. And then you can take the guns and put them in his hand. He's got two little blaster weapons. And there you have it. And then you can press this button. And just to show you, same noises. And there you have the S.P.D. SWAT Megazord, which is pretty damn cool in my opinion. I actually really dig this Megazord. I think look-wise, it's pretty awesome. It's really nice and sleek. Especially compared to some of the other ones. I mean, you can't do horrible articulation or anything, but you can just kind of move his arms a little bit. You can technically move his head a little bit because of the transformation, which is actually pretty neat. And detail-wise, I think he looks really good. He's got a really nice amount of detail on him. I think the paint shines well off of him. The logo looks good. The sirens and stuff like that look good. I really dig on the helmet. They did a good job on the sirens with that. Just overall, really good job on this thing. I quite dig it. And what I think is really cool about this one is the fact that it's so unique and that it actually becomes that blaster weapon, which is pretty cool. And then it's got this cool Megazord design. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a huge fan of them individually, but their combined modes I really like a lot. I think it's pretty unique. And I also really dig the electronics that it actually, I'm gonna turn it off. I dig the electronics, now go away. But the fact that they actually have sort of transformation or whatever noises like that I think is pretty cool. So overall, I really dig this Megazord. Honestly, I can definitely recommend it if you're an SPD or Deca Ranger fan. I think it's a pretty fun Megazord with some unique transformations and some actually pretty neat electronics. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.